It's been so real out here. So much drama in the land, with protest action being seen in civil society.
Down, ShopRite down! Down, ShopRite down! Down, ShopRite down!
Namibians were outraged by reports of ShopRite Namibia's decision to sue the 93 workers they fired as a result of strike actions a few years ago. And Namibians took to the streets to express their solidarity with the workers. ShopRite then announced that it would withdraw the case, which is but a small victory.
Obviously, this presents a significant victory for the workers to force such a big corporate entity to its knees and to drop the charges against, to drop the court case against the workers. That in itself is a huge victory. However, as we all know, there are still the disciplinary charges pending, and the disciplinary hearing is going on. So ShopRite only dropped the court case, but not the disciplinary charges against the workers.
I suppose it is our responsibility to speak up for ourselves and to determine the future we want to live in. Hence the need for uprising. The chairperson of the Economic and Social Justice Trust, Herbert Jauch, has been very vocal in the call for the nation to support the fired ShopRite workers.
The case has been dragging on for a while. ShopRite seemed adamant to push through punitive measures against those workers, accused them of being on an unprotected strike. The Minister of Labour had last year already issued a statement. We had also some lunchtime demonstrations in support of the workers, as well as a May Day rally. But when ShopRite, still on top of all that, decided to sue the workers for damages, the 4.5 million that they wanted, public opinion swung decisively, and the public finally realized what is at stake here and how terrible the conditions are, and what an insult it actually is for ShopRite to sue the workers when the workers were the injured party, not ShopRite. And so a large coalition of organizations came together last week. Trade unions, youth organizations, a few NGOs, especially new youth movements. And we were united in the sense of an injury to one is an injury to all. We cannot be bystanders. We need to now take a stand in support of the ShopRite workers. And I think when ShopRite realized that now they're facing a kind of a united front, cutting across various organizations and including government, that government for the first time publicly came out and said, we support the idea of a boycott of ShopRite, and they promised to cancel all the orders from ShopRite. Now, this is where you hit big businesses. That's when they listen, when it hits their pocket. So they withdrew the court case against the ShopRite workers. But that was only one of the demands. The other demand from the beginning was they must drop the disciplinary cases as well. They must drop all the charges against the workers concerned so that they are working knowing there is not a case hanging over their heads that might cost them their job.
It's a rap correspondent. Sibu took to the streets to see whether Namibians will be able, due to these tough economic times, boycott ShopRite or not.
Hi rap fan, Sibo here, your correspondent, and I'm here in Katutura trying to find out what is going on with the ShopRite boycott. Are you boycotting or not? Let's find out. Here's what she had to say.
Should we boycott? Because everyone is having a right to ask so that he can get something to go forward. If you don't get enough, you are going down, you know.
Now they shouldn't boycott ShopRite. ShopRite helps a lot of people in terms of their prices. They're always low, and at least people like who can't afford anything, they at least go there, they buy something for themselves.
I think that the Namibians must boycott ShopRite. Why? ShopRite is giving so little salary. And even if they employed somebody or hire somebody, that person is going to work for casual for 5 years or 6 years. How on earth can that happen? No, we have to boycott. We have to stand together and we have to boycott ShopRite.
Well, we must boycott it one because injury to one is injury to all. Our people is our people. We must stand together.
I emailed Mrs. Van Wyk at the ShopRite head office in Cape Town and was given an alternative email address to send my questions on ShopRite's U-turn. And The spokesperson for ShopRite in Namibia, Jan Milan, confirmed that he's not able to speak to the press on this issue. It appears for now that the boycott against ShopRite is off, as the Centre for People's Resistance announced yesterday that ShopRite has abandoned the disciplinary proceedings against the workers. The statement read, "The workers agreed to accept final written warnings for one main reason. They do not want to be engaged in a long and drawn-out labour dispute which would not be in the workers' interest or that of ShopRite." Let's see what illustrator Dudley Viles done for us this week. A society that shows no empathy for the vulnerable in society is bordering on a barbaric one, and the horrific incidents of violence against women and children on this continent are disgusting, to say the very least. What is wrong with men today? Just last week, women and men marched in solidarity with the victims of gender-based violence as part of the total shutdown against GBV. It's a Wrap correspondent Sibu and I, we attended this march, and she brings you this report.
Hi, it's a Wrap fam. I'm here in Katutura, and we're here at the hashtag the total shutdown, and we're fighting against gender-based violence. The women are here, we're clanning together, we're banding together, saying this must end. We shouldn't even be fighting this anymore. It's the total shutdown.
There are two ladies who came to my room. They was be beaten by her old ex. And she come to me and I tell her to go to the Vaneda police station to go and make a case, and the men, they come and arrest the men, but they leave the men Saturday, and still now the lady's in that problem. We are going to give problems at the police station, but people don't understand us. They don't take the case seriously, and after that we are hearing that person is already dead, the person is killed.
This one is very important because it's at least it's educating men out there who think if he is in a relationship with a man, with a woman, that woman actually belongs to him only, and that woman has no right to move on to anywhere, and she has no right to do anything whatever she wants. Either she accepts him as he is, or he die. So we rather come out here, we educate them, those men out there, so that at least they come out with different beliefs.
We're affected by it. People are dying, and it's a pandemic. We should treat it as such. We're here to march against people who lost their lives to gender-based violence. It's sad that it's become our norm, and that so little is being done about it. Sorry. But this is why I'm here, and my children should know that we did something. We marched for independence. We should march for change regarding this. This is not funny any longer, and it's a serious, serious matter.
The police are just sitting, they are not doing their jobs. They are getting paid for free. When you came there, they are telling you, just go back, go, we'll come. When you see the person and you call with the CR number, please can you come pick up, here is the person. There is no a police car. The justice, that is only the answer. What must we do?
Men need to be involved because they need to see the wrongdoing that we are doing, that it's wrong. We need to be involved so that we see the pain the women are going through. We need to involve because we need to see the change that need to be done. We need to involve so that we can see the respect we need to give to the women and the respect they need to give to us. That's why.
Every time you are getting beaten and you are going to make a case, please, this person is abusing me, but it's just, no, it's not, the people are not taking the thing serious. If the lady take a panga of something and defend herself, then the court will say it's a problem because you defend yourself. You are getting tired.
A lot and not much has transpired since the march. I spoke to organizer Al Nadal.
Since the march, the coalition has been inundated with calls by NGOs, by some authorities, by humanitarians who really want to create immediate safe spaces for women. I mean, that's what the whole march was about. Sadly, so far, the only people who have reached out to me again is the Women and Child Protection Unit, who I am going to see later. I'm still waiting on the Minister of Justice. I'm still waiting on Nampol. And you were at the march. You heard that we have particular recommendations that we made in a memo, things we can help the authorities execute if they just want to sign it into Parliament. And I mean, as we said, we can't enter every home. We can't solve everybody's pain, but we have to create a space for women whose lives are threatened. I have 150 names. Over half of them already went to the police before they were murdered. It's sad. We have a 50-50 gender parity in Parliament. And I'm actually getting goosebumps. I haven't heard a single member of Parliament, female member of Parliament, speak out since the total shutdown march. And this is not a Namibian issue. This is an issue with power. I'm not sure what it is. It's the same in South Africa. There are rumors that the state now want to take legal action against the organizers of the total shutdown movement. But like Auntie Rosa said at the march, we are here and we want to talk. And if you are not going to listen, we are going to continue to make a noise. Namibians are serious. They're losing their mothers. They're losing their sisters. Most of the women who are being killed are students, people who are on their way of becoming great female leaders in our country, educated women. Namibians are done. And you can see it all over. I mean, there's a conference now that a bunch of guys want to hold to discuss passion killing. Please don't use that term, it's a terrible term. But there are people trying to take action on the ground. And a lot of organizations are. I know over 30 organizations that are trying to create safe spaces for women. But it's not our mandate, and we don't have the resources. And it doesn't seem like it is a priority for government. Our biggest problem since the beginning of this march is whose problem is the GBV unit? Is it NAMPO's problem or is it Ministry of Gender's problem? Right now it looks like the Ministry of Gender is worried about welfare payouts and pension payouts. They are not taking ownership of the intersectionality of gender. They might be trying to empower women, but the safety of women is not a priority for the Ministry of Gender. I am imploring the media, I am imploring every Namibian. We have the documents at our disposal. Give me your email address, I'll send you those memo of recommendations. Our job is now to keep them accountable, to keep pushing, to keep lobbying, to call the ministry every single week and say, look, remember that memo of recommendations that the Coalition Against Gender-Based Violence has given you. Have you looked at it yet? What resources are we making available to create immediate safe spaces for women?
Justice for Talita! No! Justice for Julia! No! Justice for Maladi! No! Justice for Margarita! No! Justice for Cornelia! No!
Up next, it's a Wrap Gives Back.
Greetings, Rap fam. This week on It's a Wrap Gives Back, we caught up with Israel Emmanuel. You may remember him from a few episodes ago in which he showed us how he's enduring winter living in a shack as an unemployed youth in Windhoek's informal settlement. Well, we got him a job. Check this out.
I used to start around 6 o'clock. I wake up around 5 o'clock and then take a cab and then come to work. At 6 o'clock I need to be at work already. I didn't see the difference because it's my first time. Maybe from this month and end of the month, maybe it's the time I'm gonna see the difference. It's good, at least. It's better than you are doing nothing.
Yeah, it's like he's a good attendant. He's new, but he's doing really fine. But the training was good. Because me, I'm a quality marshal and I'm a supervisor. Every attendant the new attendant that used to come here, before they touch our form, they must go through the training. And I'm responsible for it.
It feels so good to give back. Rap fam, don't forget our sister Annalie, who needs just a little love to help her end her cycle of poverty. So help a sister out.
And currently I'm in my third year doing my advanced diploma at Namibian Institute of Bankers. And for the reason why I'm here, I'm seeking for help. If there will be anybody who will be able to help me with to pay my tuition fee. We are talking about 13,100.
She has already received 3,500 towards her fees, so dig a little deeper, Nam. Let's make Namibians great again.
And now for our public service announcement. NAMCOL, the Namibian College of Open Learning, has been changing lives. It's a Wrap visited the campus recently, conveniently located where the majority of the capital's residents live, and spoke to students that enrolled in the pre-entry to tertiary education course, which helps students upgrade their marks so they can pursue degree courses of their choice at reputable institutions of their choosing.
This SPEED program is just a special program, and at NAMCOL they aim to create opportunities for the grade 12s just to improve their competencies. And you know that there is a low intake in science field and technology at high level institutions. So we try to address this mismatch and bridge that gap between the exit skills at secondary level and the requirement needed at the higher level institutions. This is a face-to-face mode. We don't take a distance. So what they will do, they apply, and these applications are screened, and the students or learners are supposed to write an aptitude test. And the requirement to get into the course, they have to get an E for that predetermined subjects. I think we are making a difference in the lives of the students. They have the chance, a second chance to improve themselves, and then they are admitted. They have the chance to be admitted at high level institutions anyway to pursue whatever they want to study for. Students have to commit and dedicate themselves to the course. I'm sure those who have visions, they really do well here.
I also spoke to some of the students about their experiences on the pre-entry to tertiary education or PEAT program at NAMCOL.
I chose NAMCOL because it was the only institution that I can come to upgrade my points.
I didn't get enough points to go to UNAM and other institutions such as IUM. Therefore, I decided to come here at NAMCOL to improve my point, since NAMCOL is the race of hopes that we have for those who didn't make it.
At first, I was struggling. I was like, NAMCOL, you know how the image is out there in the street, how NAMCOL is, how they said bad things about NAMCOL. NAMCOL is for failures, but isn't it for failures? NAMCOL is for anyone. It's for anyone who even got 40 points and you still want to get your 50 points, can come to NAMCOL. It's for anyone.
This institution is the only way, is the only race of hopes that we have in our country. Whenever you didn't make it, or even if you make it and your points are not enough, you can still come here and improve your points. It's cheap compared to private schools, and here at NAMCOL we are provided with everything. We have a library, we have computers, e-learning, and our teachers are so serious. It's face to face. Even sometimes we have to have morning classes, like in English we have morning classes from 8 until 10, and the other classes they continue from 2.
I come to school every day, like normal school. I sit face to face with my tutors. I feel different even from school. Like I now get to know things that I didn't get at school. So it's just very different. I'm really improving and I'm getting there.
The library is big enough to accommodate a number of students, of other learners. Even if you are not a NAMCOL student, we also get like students from UNAM or Poly or from other institutes. So, and it's quiet, it's so friendly, everybody know each other here.
At NAMCOL I'm here to upgrade my subject that I did low, that I didn't get high points. So I would like to get 25 points, then I have to go to UNAM or IUM and do my education there. Since education is the course that I want to do in life, I would like to be a teacher.
I would recommend people to come to NAMCOL because I think it's a great idea.
After I complete here, I want to go to varsity and major in education or either in biomedical science.
When I was young, I always wanted to do paramedics. Maybe I would go for paramedics or biochemistry or anything that has to do with science.
As part of its strategy to address training needs in the market, NAMCOL has developed and introduced a number of technical vocational education and training or TVET programs. Check this out.
TVET at NAMCOL was introduced in 2013 with the purpose of equipping our trainees with vocational skills and knowledge, and by doing so also elevating the high unemployment rate in this country. The TVET program offers 4 trades, which is namely automotive mechanic, plumbing and pipe fitting, welding and metal fabrication, and also office administration. With the TVET program, the duration is 3 years, but the trainees are also expected to go for job attachment in order for them to gain practical industrial experience. And hence, I'm appealing to our companies and organizations to collaborate with the college in order to provide job attachment opportunities. The college has graduated artisans, and currently we also have about 400 trainees. That is a clear indication that the college is contributing to the Vision 2030 goal.
I spoke to some students pursuing this course.
I've been at NAMCOL for 2 years now, and next year will be my last year. I'm all the way from Walvis Bay, the coast, and at Walvis Bay there is a lot of welding companies and welding marine engineering. But like I came at NAMCOL because I want to enhance my welding skills.
NAMCOL is something that it's an opportunity that you get so that you can have something in life. Some people, they have this mentality of saying NAMCOL is for failure. NAMCOL is not for failure. NAMCOL is just there to help us reach our goals.
We are the youth, and we are the only people that have the edge to create employment, because not everybody have these opportunities of like going to schools to enhance our skills.
When I finish my level 3, if I'm good enough or if I got a job, I'll go work, and after maybe 2 or 3 years, then I'll go back to school again to improve so I can become an instructor or someone better, and then I'll have my own workshop and I will create job opportunity for other people.
I encourage students to come and study at NAMCOL TVET.
That's all we have for you tonight. Stay woke.